Hey Virgo people, people Virgo placements, cross watching for Virgo people. Okay, something about Ripley's. Believe it or not, it's the energy of am I being punked? But I don't feel like you are. I feel like that's just what it is. Why you let me go? Um, believe it or not, I heard if you don't believe me, I'm like fuck it. What you mean? That song by Day Day. A, 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 a. Got a family to feed, got a family to feed. They depending on me, they depending on me. He say, if you don't believe in me, then I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm like, fuck yeah. So I don't know if this is somebody not believing you, or you're not believing them, or this is it, or them, or what. But that's what the song that I heard was. So, but he's saying, if you don't believe in me, and the title of the reading is Believe It or Not. So I don't know where we're going yet. Somebody is doing what they feel like they have to do. Somebody else just don't buy that. So the person doing what they have to do is like, if you don't believe me, then fuck you. I believe in magic. Hazley, that's a song that I heard as well. That's something magic could have to do with this, or somebody could believe in magic and somebody don't. Somebody is doing what they have to do, and this could be to do with spirituality or magic. Somebody is a believer and somebody doesn't believe. The one that doesn't has gotten tired of trying to make a believer out of the other one. I mean, the one that does got tired of trying to make a believer out of the one that don't. So they just decided to say like, fuck this and fuck you. If you don't believe in me, just don't. But I'm gonna do what I have. But I'm gonna do what I have to do. It's like that kid show Vivo on Netflix. And in the end, the mother saw that her daughter was telling the truth, but still didn't excuse her behavior for traveling across the world without permission. Somebody is bothering. Somebody's bothered that you don't need permission, or this is you mad. Um, this person doesn't need permission because they are already doing what they have to do, or were told to do. That's the permission. Seems like someone is way too concerned with the journey of another. How's your progress going? Since you all spending all this time focusing on mine or on somebody else's. Somebody is giving somebody else a hard time about how they live or the choices they make in their own life. Then they try to tell this person, oh, I'm just doing what I gotta do. And they like, you liar. You don't know what. Like, I don't know. Somebody's giving somebody a hard time. Like, it could be something else. Like most of this is what what people say. Like, say a chick go become a stripper, right? And she say, I'm doing what I gotta do. And they be like, no, it's other shit you can do. You ain't gotta be no stripper. You can make money some other way. Like that kind of shit. But in her mind, she doing what she feel like she gotta do. And nobody can persuade her from that. She gonna stand on it, right? So just think of it like that. Or not. Somebody about to find out that the fat meat get greasy if you don't get to if you get too far on my side meddling. You might slip and fall on it. Somebody getting or got ahead of themselves. Talk too soon or too much about something they didn't know or don't know. Mind your damn business next time. You can't tell nobody they're not doing what they gotta do. If that's what they said they doing. And I got another I got another example. That's why I said I don't know what kind of shit this is. I gotta watch an ad to use the gallery. Yeah. It's another part to it, so I gotta find the other part. It's like me saying I gotta start my job tonight, Virgo, and you say, "Cool, where you working?" I look. That's the example. It's like me saying, "Hey, Virgo, I gotta start my job tonight," and I tell you, and you say, "Oh, that's cool. Where you gonna work at?" And I say, "Oh, the strip club," and you tell me I can do better, and I say, "Well, I'm doing what I gotta do." Yeah. Boosie said, "You don't know my struggle, so you can't feel my hustle, huh?" Okay. And who asked you? I don't remember asking you shit. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. Somebody's mad that you're not asking them permission as well. They feel like they hold some type of authority over you and you need to be asking some type of permission. I feel like in some cases this is to do with magic or spirituality and somebody's a believer and somebody's not. It's like, it's out in my other example that I thought of. It's like when people open up the Bible and they read the story about Noah and his ark that he built. Remember, he said the Lord told him to build that ark. And everybody was making fun of him, saying, "Oh, no, he didn't. You look stupid. It don't never rain in California." Right? That's what they was laughing and pointing. "Ha, ha, Noah, you stupid. The Lord ain't told you that. We ain't hear it." Right? Well, the Lord didn't tell nobody else. They told Noah. So Noah did what the Lord told him to do, regardless of everybody else around him laughing. Huh? He heard it on his spirit, or however he heard it that they didn't. So he did what the Lord told him to do. Right? Then in the end, everybody got flooded, but Noah and them birds and his family and everybody that he was told to put in the ark, right? That's doing what's on your spirit, no matter how crazy you look. Oh, okay. So that's what this, just think of it like that then. If you don't want to think of it like a stripper. If Noah was too focused on all them people laughing and making fun of him, he wouldn't have got done his part, right? If he didn't stay true to what he felt on his spirit, he wouldn't have got his shit done. And he'd have been looking just as stupid as the motherfuckers laughing at him, telling him he a liar and he don't know what he talking about and this and that and all that other good stuff. So, believe it or not, somebody about to be made a believer. Somebody who haven't been believing. It's like it don't matter what you believe. It is what it is. The facts are the facts. The proof is in the pudding. Thanks. Somebody's still mad. It's like they get the clarity, they see the truth, and they still mad. Well, and then they say they find out that you're really doing what you got to do, and then they're like, "Well, you didn't have to do it like that. You could have went about it some other." Like they gonna find just something else to complain about, because that's what type of person this is. This is somebody that's miserable and negative. Armadillo spirit, set healthy boundaries. Butterfly spirit. I ain't gonna do all that with these. I'm just grab a couple. It's probably your screen. Okay, so we got Moth Spirit, surrender now, sing your own song, and Spirit has your back. Spirit has a plan, be generous, so let it shine. The Peacock Spirit, that's about your song that you sing. I treat these children like the children that they are. Let me go put you in the timeout, child. There you go. There you go, over where the kids go. Hey, what's up, Victor? So anyway, Moth Spirit. We got surrender now, Canary Spirit, sing your song, and Spirit has your back. See, that's still sticking to the same shit, because somebody, I feel like it's a dual message where there's somebody here that should be surrendering to something that their intuition is telling them to do, instead of worry about what other people are doing and surrendering to them, their own intuition. So there's a person there that needs to surrender to their own journey, and there's somebody who is singing their song. This is a person who surrendered to their journey, and they're singing the song that they want to create, right? AKA their life. Canary Yellow Spirit. And then we have Spirit has your back. See, this person doing what they told to do, and the Spirit is on their side. Eagle Spirit, that's the higher viewpoint up from above. That's an owl too, though. But I got my book right here. I don't want to get too much into all of this. Let me go to 39 first. Surrender now. Moth Spirit asks, what is guiding you right now? Are you in alignment with Spirit or pursuing something or someone with so much tenacity that it has become a compulsion or addiction? See, look. Are you so intoxicated by a potential relationship or opportunity that you can't think straight? That's something different. Hard work and dedication are virtues, and love, of course, is being a thing. It's a beautiful thing. However, when moth spirit appears, it's time to consider if you have gone over the edge in a relentless pursuit. Workaholic is the person who's accusing the other person of not telling the truth. Workaholicism, overheating, perfectionism, or addiction is to certainty or even a person may be your current vice. The form of your addiction does not matter so much as awareness of the consequences of remaining persistent when moderation is needed. Let go of your excessive energy by channeling it in a more than one direction. The fire burns hot, and you do not want to be engulfed by your passion to the exclusion of all the other pursuits no matter that matter to you. Now it's time for surrender and radical acceptance that your drive does not cause you to flee or flight. Spirit wants you to release your need for certainty and control so that you can relax into a more balanced way of using your moth spirit energy. Banish the shoulds and musts, and so that you can enjoy what is and allow for what might be. See, that's letting the motherfucker know. Believe it or not, you don't have no choice. You're gonna have to surrender. This is what that spirit is saying. Whether somebody's just stuck on a reality that's not reality. Like, and then even when they find out that their reality that they thought was reality is not reality, then they still be like, well, it can't be. It's gotta be. It's like, surrender. You don't have control. A lot of shit that you don't have control over. But trying to force control out of situations ain't gonna do nothing but put you in a sticky situation. In a pickle. Alright, let's go to 12. Canary Spirit. Canary Spirit arrives to help you find your authentic voice and express what is in your heart. Free yourself to experience your inner light and let it shine. As Canary Spirit sings to remind you of your inherited joy and support as you sing your own song. Now's the time to let the world know who you really are. See, this shit is lining up. This is the person trying to tell this motherfucker, hey, Spirit told me to do this on my heart, or this is what I gotta do. I'm doing this because I gotta do it. And this is a motherfucker saying, that ain't how it go. You don't gotta do it. You can do better. Somebody's about to be forced to see that what they think is reality is not what the fuck it is. Or that it's more than just a reality. Somebody be setting their ways or some shit. So, Canary Spirit's message is that you are free to be yourself and express your most cherished desires. The world wants to hear your song. If your inquiry is about a relationship, you're being called to fully be yourself. For only then will you find harmony and joy. You can make music with others so beautifully when your notes ring true. Yeah, so the people that give you a hard time ain't gonna fucking matter. They go get themselves a hard time in the corner. Eagle Spirit. Spirit has your back. Think of the eagles flying high above the other birds, soaring on the wind. Eagle Spirit has appeared to ask whether you're willing to soar to new heights, even if that means solitude for a short while. Truly, all the wisdom in the world is available to you. When storms flash across the sky, it is the eagle spirit that raises you above it all, helping you to conquer fear and overcome adversity, reminding you that spirit has your back and wants you to experience life to its fullest. At this moment, you are meant to know that you have the highest of wisdom and courage within, gifted to you by spirit and all the angels. Boldly build your nest in a lofty place and know that now you can fly effortlessly, proudly embodying eagle spirit in all her glory and grace, claiming what is truly yours in divine timing. See that? Somebody's being asked to let go of the perspective that they hold on to, what they're forcing to be everybody's truth or the truth, period. Sometimes it's bigger than you and your perspective. Sometimes your shit just a lie. That's just what it boiled down to. Your whole life's a lie. Everything you was taught was a lie. And it's just not what you think it is. That's just what it boils down to a lot of the times. And you can fight until your heart turns blue, but that still ain't gonna change it. Shit. Just for example, and although no matter how many times those people laughed at Noah and told him he was lying, and he wasn't supposed to be building that ark, and he was gonna be looking stupid. All of them, no matter how many times they said that to him, no matter how many of them thought that was the reality, they came out looking crazy. Thank you, Stephen. So that just goes to show the dudes on your spirit, because in the end of the day, your spirit ain't gonna lead you wrong. It don't matter about the naysayers and the laughing people and the people who don't believe you. They could believe it or fucking not. You just keep going. Something about moth spirit. The hangman and the magician. We need something else with that. Both major arcana. And then the three of swords. It's somebody gonna get their feelings hurt because they so set on something. They're practically obsessing over it, but it's like they're caught up on it. That's somebody hanging. But that's being caught up on something that's going to get your feelings hurt. When you got the tools that you could use to manifest something else, all you got to do is somebody just need to listen to their intuition. Something could be a blessing for somebody. Something can fulfill somebody's wishes, but the devil, fear. To the King of Wands, action. To the Seven of Wands, somebody's action is very defensive because of fear. Somebody's afraid to show who they truly are. Is this love? With the Ace of Cups, Nine of Cups, that equals the 10. But that could also be like toxic family dynamics with the devil to the 10 of Cups. What's the Hangman? The Page of Wands. Somebody's caught up on some messages that they received. With the Five of Wands, they don't agree. They're fighting it. They're opposing it. Two of Swords. That's your intuition. This is sitting at the crossroads and they tell you use your intuition. That's why they blindfold you. Somebody's sitting here trying to oppose what the next motherfucker heard on their intuition. How the fuck would you know? Moon energy. You wouldn't. That shit'd be unknown to you. That's weird. What's the Two of Wands? Two of Swords. What's said? What's to be said? See, the Two of Swords is telling the harsh truth according to the Knight of Wands, and there it is, intuition. Somebody was told the harsh truth on their intuition, and they good on their own, long as they living out that truth. But somebody's on the other end giving them a hard time, telling them that ain't what you was told, that ain't this, that ain't how it go, that ain't something. Knight of Swords, High Priestess, Ace of Pentacles. Some opportunity, some love. So it's about love. The Ace of Cups to the Ace of Pentacles, that's about a solid love situation that somebody's holding back from and opposing. So they're holding back and opposing. They're saying that ain't. So just imagine, okay, something like I come to you and I say, hey, but hold on real quick before I go into that. Who's the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles for? Never mind, I don't need to go nowhere no farther. There's the King of Pentacles down there. So that's what I just need to see real quick. Who am I talking to? So let's just say I come to you and I say, hey, Sir Virgo, we supposed to be together, right? Me and you, we meant to be together because the spirit came to me and told me on my intuition that we supposed to be together. And you're like, no, the fuck we're not. We're not supposed to be together. The spirit ain't told you no shit like that because the spirit ain't told me no shit like that. Right? Well, then, later down the line, my intuition get confirmed to be the harsh truth, right? My intuition. There it is. Telling the harsh-ass truth. And now I'm good on my own. Because the motherfucker didn't want to believe in me, right? And I'm telling you, you like, ain't nobody supposed to be with you. And you know, whatever else you got to say, right? So, but I'm telling you. I'm telling you what the spirit told me, and you're just holding back from it. Like, nah, you full of shit, blah, 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 blah. Okay? See, that asks who it's for. The King of Pentacles is on the bottom. See, the truth was underlying. That's the problem there. And now, there's a death card with the Three of Cups. So this lets me know that somebody's going to want to transform and reconcile the situation. what they thought was true and was actually true looks to be like something different, baby. Is all I'm saying, okay? So why is the Nine of Pentacles? Somebody got tired of trying to make a believer out your ass, and they said, fuck you. You know what? Fuck it. I got that off the movie Tripping. Yeah, Seven of Swords. Look, the motherfuckers like you want to keep discrediting me. Fuck you then. I don't got to tell you shit. You want to oppose it. You want to fight. You're going to regret this shit. You don't want to look. It's like like a relationship, Four of Wands. To the lovers. That's like going in union and shit. And motherfucker like, we twin flames. We're supposed to be together, Virgo. And you like, bullshit. You ain't supposed to be with me. I ain't supposed to be with you. And then you turn around and find out we are supposed to be together. And you just was whatever, you holding on to some type of outcome. Or you had your mind settled on some other shit. Or you thought you knew how shit go, but you didn't. Because the way the world works and your perspective is completely different. So now it's like Seven of Swords, Five of Swords. That's a sabotage and that you regret. That's exactly what the fuck that is. But it's like you had all the tools. What was the tools? That's because all of this is coming from the Hangman. But I want to know, what was the tools with the Magician? That's why it's believe it or not. The tools is that you could have gave to this connection. You could have had an equal give and take with this connection. You had the tools that you need, Hermit, Virgo. You did. And it could have been victorious. But you could have, it sounds like it could have been victorious if you would have expressed emotion, but the Nine of Wands says you was too guarded. Oh. Well. Give me more on the Magician. The Sun. And you sitting there, justice. The right thing to do, because it's the right thing to do, and that's the Emperor, and that's the Seven of Wands. Oh shit. So then you get it. The Magician says that you got the tools. The Sun says exposure. The Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles. The Sun says that it was exposed to you that you're supposed to be building with this person and putting the work in. So not only did this person tell you on their intuition and you sit here and pretend like they was lying to your motherfucking face, but you sat here and got your own messages on your own intuition and sit here and pretend like it was nothing. Huh. Imagine that. Imagine calling me a liar when you know I'm telling the motherfucking truth. Well, isn't this a bitch? Well, isn't this the biggest bitch? Because somebody, but I know you fucking lying. Now, whose heart is broken behind this shit? Tell me about this Three of Swords. Because it better be the motherfucker who's doing this shit. No, that's whose heart it better be broken, because I know it ain't motherfucking mine. I try to tell your ass, Virgo. Look, I'm still in story mode. But shit. Funny thing is, this is a story that I resonate with. Wait a minute, though. Let me keep going. The Three of Swords. It showed the Hermit is Virgo. There's a Virgo. Your heart is broken and you got anxiety behind the fact that you didn't express the emotions and be victorious like it told you to. You should have listened to your intuition, because your spirit don't never lead you wrong. Give a fuck what your eyeballs see. So you didn't listen to your spirit. You didn't listen to what the Sun exposed to you, telling you this is going to be victorious. You just need to put your emotions in. You didn't see it, so you didn't do it. Fuck your eyesight, okay? Listen to your spirit. Now the Chariot is there. Your feelings is hurt because somebody's moved on from that shit. They done put the burners down. Ten of Wands, they final judgment call is fuck it. They bored and discontent. They gonna let that shit close out. They are walking away. And this is what you know to be true. Somebody's walking away from you to continue singing their own song. Because what they're not going to let you do is tell them that their truth is not the fucking truth. And they rather lose your ass than lose the truth. That's how that shit go. Tell me about Canary Spirit. The Star. The Queen of Cups. Dun, 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 dun. What you in here doing watching tarot? Why you in here watching tarot? You might not be here right in this minute, but you're going to see this. And I want to know, why are you watching tarot? You said we ain't supposed to be watching no cards. You said the Lord wasn't going to give you no woman to do the cards. I don't know why you in here watching the cards. That's what I want to know. Yeah. I want to know why you in here watching the cards. Whoever this person is, Queen of Cups, the Star card, they decided to do what the fuck was enlightened for them to do. See that? That's enlightenment. That's following the fucking stars. What everything is written in the stars. And people say, you don't supposed to use the stars. This witchcraft. Well, the stars got the truth written in that shit. And the world just want us to swallow them lies, huh? Oh, okay. Thank you. Look, I'm talking to somebody particular. Yeah, I'm talking to somebody who I could resonate this story with. That's why I said, boy, they be snitching on motherfuckers. You cannot silently sit in my comments and not get aired the fuck out. It just won't work that way. The ancestors will be on your ass. And I guess some I don't know why this is here, but shit, it probably resonate with more than one person. Cause little do we know, it'd be a lot of the same shit going around on the journeys. You don't be the only person that been through that same shit. Queen of Pentacles. See, speaking of, there go a Virgo woman that it happened to. You walking away from a motherfucker to keep your truth, because your truth is your truth, and you cannot just be like, okay, well, you right, much. No, you not right. I'm doing what was on my spirit, whether you believe that shit or not. That's what the fuck I'm doing. Oh, okay. Look, I'm talking to the audience, really, not particularly just you. I'm talking to somebody that's gonna watch this video, but they have no business watching it. Probably once I see that, they'll click off so motherfucking fast. They'll be back though. And watch more. The Justice card. This is the truth. This is the right thing, because it's doing the right thing, because it's the right thing to do. The right thing to do is to stand in your truth. Hold on to that truth no matter who you lose. Because whatever is written in the stars for you is written in the stars for you. Right? And that's just that. And then you look at that 5 of Cups, you got disappointed in the past behind that shit, but you stood on your business. You stood 10 toes in that truth. 7 of Cups. Illusions. See, this is why it's so important to stand in the truth, because there's so much illusion around you. People will try to paint an illusion for you, and as long as you have discernment, you will see through that bullshit. This person did not see through the bullshit, didn't want to see through the bullshit, or they got tricked by their eyesight and didn't do what was on their spirit. That's illusion. That's something that you're not doing. You're holding tight on what your spirit showed you in the stars. And that's what's that. It's like you got to lose people. Ain't that a bitch? You got to lose people because you want to stand in the truth, because you're doing what's on your spirit, because you're doing what you was called and guided to do, right? But it is what it is, because you can't turn your back on the spirit for these motherfuckers. You just can't. Tell me about Eagle Spirit. Now I'm going to go back real quick. Well, tell me about the 5 of Cups, because now I want to get into business just a little bit and see why you got sad in the past. Aw, that's sad. Ain't that a motherfucker? Look, now it's about them. Because let me tell you why somebody got sad. Because just back to the point. I tell you, Virgo, we supposed to be together. You tell me we not, right? And I know what the spirit told me in my truth, so I hold on to that. Ignoring you and not listening to you tell me we not, right? So guess what I'm doing? I'm putting in energy. I'm putting in effort. I'm doing what the fuck the spirit told me to do in that position that he told me I'm going to be in. The one, right? And I know it. Because the Queen of Swords knows her shit, right? I know because my intuition told me that there's an opportunity for me, right? 6 of Cups, something new, something solid. This is a relationship supposed to have your name on it. But the person on the other end didn't want to follow their spirit. Somebody, the Strength card. Look at that. Somebody was supposed to be courageous and go get that wish fulfillment, but they was too afraid to do so. The masculine energy did not take the action, while the feminine Queen of Wands stepped in her fucking position. He did not. He did not. He stood. He was, look at it. He didn't be an emperor while you was being an empress. And that's why he failing. That's why his whole shit is about to be fucked up. And he gonna see why. Because you don't get to ignore the spirit because your eyes seeing something. Your faith is always over your sight, or you gonna be the one fucked up for it. So, yeah, this person, her feelings got hurt because she stepped in the road that she knew she was supposed to. And the person on the other end didn't reciprocate for whatever reason. He didn't choose the spirit. He chose the sight. And that's going to be between him and the spirit, okay? But that's what's something that this is being brought back up for a reason. So, why is that being brought back up? Because it's time for karma. It's time to pay the piper, baby. And I feel like it's been a long time with this Knight of Pentacles on the bottom. It's been a long time coming. Ace of Wands. But it's a path. It's a destiny, the Fool. So this is somebody who trusted in the path. Trusted in their intuition. Trusted in the direction in which that they were sent. The underlying truth. Trusted in the spirit. When the spirit gave them the truth, they trusted it don't matter if they couldn't fucking see it. They did what they were supposed to do. This person, on the other hand, look at that shit. The 5 of Pentacles to the King of Swords to the Wheel of Fortune. That Five of Pentacles would be that your Eight of Pentacles that you was putting in. That work, that energy, trying to make it to that position that the Spirit told you it was yours. Right? And then it's somebody, let me see. What's the Five of Pentacles? Now he forced to sit up in that energy. It's not funny, but it's funny. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. I don't feel sorry for no motherfucker. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands. The Eight of Swords. Fear. See, somebody was supposed to move. The movement. Eight of Wands. Quick movement. Somebody did not do it because they, Eight of Swords, stayed trapped in the mental prison, so they was defensive and guarded towards it. Now they are taking the loss. King of Swords, they're sitting in the facts of it all. Ten of Pentacles, the facts is that was supposed to be something solid for their ass. The facts is that was a motherfucking empress, like the Spirit told them. The facts is that they believed in their sight over their faith, and they're the ones paying for that shit. Five of Pentacles, the loss is on you, baby. Nine of Wands. And now the Empress is too guarded because she put in all that work, and you sitting there telling her she ain't supposed to be where she's supposed to be. How you gonna tell a motherfucker that the Spirit ain't give them what they gave them? You crazy, boy. Tell them about the Wheel of Fortune. And now you want a second chance, huh? Yep, but you too fucking scared to ask for one. Now you want to heal, huh? Now you want to take that action to heal. Now you want to transform the situation, huh? Now you want the tower is hitting your ass like, hey, Laura. Who I got next? I think Scorpio is after this. Well, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being here. See, this is somebody who's too afraid. It's like the world closing, the cycle's closing out. Because they's too afraid. Are they what? What's the Six of Cups got to do with this? King of Pentacles. There you go, Mr. Virgo. Oh, you was too afraid because you've been through something in the past. The Six of Cups is your past that devastated you. And because your past devastated you, you turned around and devastated this Empress. And now you sitting here taking the loss behind it. I relate too, Josie. My twin flame was shit. That say was because it's a thing of the past now. Not that he's still alive and shit, but he was a Virgo, and he was the motherfucker that sit here and tell me that I'm not supposed to be with him because I do the cards. I ain't supposed to be doing no cards. What the Spirit told me to do, what the fuck the Spirit told me to do, and I know what my eyes read in the Bible, but I got to do what's on my spirit. Not yet, but I did put a Libra video out in the last probably 4 days. If you go look in the live tab. So, but people, this is why I said you could stick to the Spirit. And people don't give you no grace like the Bible. You know how you read the Bible? People come and say, I'm with the Lord. I'm with Jesus. They get grace, right? Not in this world. Motherfuckers see you gifted, you divine, you with the Lord, you with the Spirit. I don't say Lord, you with the Spirit. They don't give you no grace. In fact, they give you a hard time. In fact, they try to take your shit and make you work for the shit that's yours. That's why when you get on this shit, you got to take your shit. You got to come in there swinging motherfucking, where you got to come in swinging like a wrecking ball and grabbing life by the balls. Because even when that shit is yours, motherfuckers ain't going to just give it to you. They just going to force you to take that shit. They going to force you to make them bow down, or the Spirit going to do it. But shit like this. You could be telling them motherfuckers who you blue in the face, you are supposed to be my emperor. And they still here sitting here talking bad about you because you do the cards. Talking bad about you because you listening to your spirit and they fucking can't do it. Well, who's really the weakest link around this bitch? Because I'm going to tell you it ain't the Empress in this story. And that's why my favorite thing to say, and my favorite thing that always was to tell my emperors, all you bitches will bow down to the Empress. And I'm standing on it. Because it looked like bowing down to me. And then by the time motherfuckers see it, you don't want this shit. Because you talk so bad about me. You try to act like a motherfucker didn't know shit. Well, bitch, I've been wiser than you this whole motherfucking time. You got knowledge. Bitch, I got wisdom. And it ain't the same. Now let me move on because I'm going to get emotional. And I'm still standing in my journey. Doing my cards, bitch. And I'm still not going to put them down. And I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say. I don't give a fuck who I got to lose. Fuck you. Because you the one lost. If you really want to be technical. And every day, you're going to think about that till you get up out this motherfucking life. Because it's crazy. That's why sometimes if I don't know shit, I just shut the fuck up. Because the last thing I'm going to do is sit here and argue some shit that I just don't know. Or some shit I think I know. And then don't let my spirit come and tell me that I'm being wrong. I'm never going to still go to bat for the shit that I'm being wrong about in my spirit. Your spirit comes and tell you to do shit like apologize. So don't tell me your spirit don't come and tell you to do shit bigger. You can feel that shit in your gut when you need to say sorry. That's the spirit on your ass. Like, you handled that wrong, go fix it. And that is urgent because the spirit is on your ass with the eyes like this. When your mama start talking to you like, yes, that's how the spirit is on your ass. And that's why you feel it right then and there. And it needs to get done now because you might not see that person again. You need to apologize for that shit. It's like, doing some shit, being mean at the store, some shit to a stranger you don't know. Now you got to apologize because if you don't apologize, they might leave the store and you might never see them again. But I've been in that situation and not apologize, but you pay for that shit if you don't do what's on your spirit. And it may take a minute. And it may take a minute. But it will happen. So, but that's that. Let's see what else we got. We've been in here 36 minutes. I'm going to just leave the story at that. So, but the title before we got into the spread was Believe It or Not. And now I see why. I didn't know it was scary to get into that. But that just means that my twins are going to watch this video. And it's going to resonate with other people. And it's funny that he's watching the video because I guess he didn't realize that tarot ain't as bad as they told him he was in the Bible. So that's what I said. I feel like when you read the Bible if that's what you want to do. Me personally, I got rid of my Bible. I'm not reading it no more. But if you go in the Bible, you need to go in that Bible and make sure your discernment is on first. Because I don't think it's a coincidence that the Bible came out right after slavery or during it. Shit. Because if you go back that far back, motherfuckers, didn't they used to bury the slaves under the church? How holy is that? I don't know. But that's for you to research on your own. But me personally, I don't read the Bible anymore. I don't open it up. I don't say Jesus, God, all that no more. I acknowledge the spirit because I believe in a higher power. And I never want that to... I never want that to go nowhere, but we have to know that words are spells, and you can be tricked. You have to be careful what you say, which is why I don't say good morning and shit like that. I don't say that because it ain't never good to morning. Words are spells. Everything is manipulated in this world to trick us. So you got to be careful. You got to listen to your spirit over what you see in your eyes. Okay? Your spirit is helping you to avoid the tricks that your eyes is going to see. All right. I don't know how to stress that because that's why I say every single time, please follow your intuition. That is your connection directly to the source. And your eyes can lead you astray. Your eyes can trick you, right? Your eyes trick you every time when you look at food and you hungry and you make this big ass plate and you don't even eat it all. If that don't tell you your eyes don't trick you, then I don't know what the fuck it's going to. Okay, so that's what I got for y'all, Virgo. Y'all be blessed. Y'all keep y'all energy protected and keep standing in your truth. I don't care what nobody's saying. I don't care if nobody believes in you but you, baby. You keep believing in you and you keep on going. Keep pushing like your name is Bun B. Okay, thanks for watching. Hit the like button and I'll see y'all in the next one.